Hello from Hamile TV. In this video, we discuss pregnancy symptoms. Obstetrician Dr. Bülent Uran answers our questions. Oh, doctor, what are the earliest pregnancy symptoms?
The earliest sign of pregnancy is the delay of the expected period. So, if we discuss the signs a woman can identify and suspect on her own. First and foremost, it's a missed period. If a woman experiences regular periods, but if she has irregular periods, it will not be so easy to understand whether the delay in menstruation is due to pregnancy or not. Apart from that, some minor symptoms can also lead a person to suspect whether they might be pregnant. So a few days before the expected period, for instance, some swelling in the breast, a bloated feeling in the body, and a slight sense of fullness in the stomach can also be regarded as early signs of pregnancy. But once the period is delayed, if there is truly a pregnancy, numerous symptoms start to manifest.
Bülent Uran and discharge indicate pregnancy.
Discharge alone isn't a pregnancy sign. There are various discharges, but there's one specific to pregnancy. So, after the period is delayed, particularly, the woman's vaginal discharge starts to come in a watery, light-colored, and more abundant manner.
Pregnancy sign: abdominal pain.
We do not accept it. In the early stages of pregnancy, more often, a slight fullness in the breast, then perhaps a small pain in the groin, a feeling of slight swelling in the body, fatigue. The tips of the breast may start to become sensitive. Morning sickness begins, which can sometimes turn into vomiting. Some women may experience food cravings, or there may be a lack of appetite for food. All of these are a bit of a protective reaction of the body.
Can groin pain be a pregnancy sign?
Let's not see growing pain as a pregnancy sign. Every woman can have growing pain at different times in her cycle. But does it happen during pregnancy? Yes, it does. There are many reasons for this too. If the uterus has started to grow, tension pains may occur due to the effect of that growth as the baby settles. Outside of that, on the expected menstrual day, sometimes women may feel a pain similar to menstruation because there is a psychological conditioning in the brain as if they are menstruating.
Bülent Uran, can constipation be a sign of pregnancy?
In the early weeks of pregnancy, constipation or diarrhea or changes in bowel function are not very noticeable at all. However, in the following months only, constipation begins to appear. So let's not consider constipation as one of the pregnancy symptoms. Diarrhea is also not considered a pregnancy symptom. It's just a cold, maybe. Fluid retention occurs in the body from the very first weeks. That excessive fluid accumulation is somewhat present. It might soften in May.
Bülent Uran, when does nausea start in early pregnancy?
Nausea usually starts 2 to 3 weeks after the expected period is missed. It doesn't start immediately. If it starts immediately, it is more of a psychological effect. 2 to 3 weeks later, due to the fullness in the stomach, due to the relaxation in the stomach, there may be nausea, but it's not something that will necessarily happen to every woman.
Bülent Uran, there's another question that the ladies are asking. When do pregnancy and fatigue begin?
Pregnancy, fatigue, exhaustion can start before the expected period or from the moment the period is delayed. A fatigue and exhaustion. All of these should be seen like this. The body has a mind. The mind of the body immediately organizes itself to protect the baby. So the pregnant woman's movement should be restricted, especially during the initial weeks, to prevent any harm to the baby. She should stay away from harmful foods. Therefore, it's beneficial to perceive this fatigue and nausea. In this manner, these are protective effects. They are not things to be feared.
Bülent Uran, is there pain in the first week of pregnancy?
Of course, in the first weeks of pregnancy, They can be various pains. They can also be due to psychological effects, or again, rapid changes in the body, hormonal changes. They can cause pains related to tension in different organs. So what can happen? There can be headaches. There can be pains related to cramps in the arms, hands, and legs. There can be minor pains related to tension in the abdomen. Or as we discussed, there may be groin pains.
Professor, finally, is heartburn a common complaint in the early stages of pregnancy?
Heartburn is a common symptom in early pregnancy. The body relaxes, influenced by a hormone. This relaxation causes the stomach to relax and empty slowly. With the effect of this delayed empty, the acid in the stomach starts to rise towards the esophagus, and when it clings to the esophagus, a burning sensation occurs in that area. So it's not heartburn, but the esophagus burning.